For this video, I am going to be showing you a very easy card control which most beginner magicians, probably all magicians, have used at some point in their life, and they keep it in their bag of tricks or controls. So I'm going to show you what the control is, and then I'll tell you what it's called and teach you how to do it, and I'll show you a few variations too. So without further ado, let's get into the control here. So essentially, you have a card selected. Now I'm not going to look at it, so there is your selection. Go ahead and remember it. The magician might take back the selection, put it in the middle of the deck, give the deck a few cuts, a few shuffles, that sort of thing. But they actually have control of the card the entire time on top of the deck. So that was the card control. I'll do it one more time. So here is the selection. Go ahead and remember that. I'll take it back, place it somewhere into the deck, give it a few cuts, and just like that, we have the card on top. So this, in case you don't know, is called the double undercut. Now, I'm sure most of you watching this video already knew that. So without further ado, let's break down the double undercut here. So what you're going to do is have a card selected. So in this case, we have the 8 of hearts again. All you're going to do is put this somewhere in the deck. Now, I put it roughly middle, but you don't have to. There's a few ways you can do this. The first way is you can hold the deck like this. So you have your index finger on top, your middle ring and pinky on the side, and your thumb on the other side. You can use the thumb to lift up a portion of cards, approximately half. And then you can place the card in there, drop your thumb, because that card will now be holding the break. So all you're going to do is use your thumb, so pretend this is my thumb. You're going to push down and in at the same time. And you're going to have a little break that looks like this. Okay? Now, right here we know is their selection. So, now, of course, the break wouldn't be like this. It would actually be towards you like this. And you would be angling the deck down, making sure they don't see the front, because of that white line. That's the break. And then the other side. So, pretend the deck is towards me, but all you're going to do is just grab about half of the deck, and you're going to put this on top of the break, but you're going to keep the break. You don't want to lose it. Take the rest of that break and put that on top, and you have their card, which will be on top. Now, as you saw, you can either do it on top or on the bottom. So I'll do this one more time. You put it in the middle, you push down and in, and you catch a break. You take half, move that to the top, and the other half, and move that to the top. And that will control their card. So it's going to look like this. They have a card, and we have it on top. Now, I did a little cut, and I actually taught that in my previous video. So all I did was a little swivel cut, just make it look like I cut to the card. That's all I did there. Now, to get the card to the bottom, I'm going to be doing roughly the same thing. So in this case, we have the King of Spades. You're going to put it in, but instead you're going to push up. Not down and in, but up and in. So like this. So now when you take half, move them to the top. Take the other half, move that to the top. Well, now their card is on the bottom. So you can do anything you want at this point to get it to the top. So one more time, you place it in, you push up and in, you catch a break. Gonna cut half, put that on top, and cut the other half and put that on top. So now their card is on the bottom. So now you can actually make this a false cut, giving it a few cuts to make it look false. And I actually learned this little variation from the 52 Cards channel. So let's say we have a card. This one right here, the 7 of Spades. We're going to put it into the middle. And we're just going to give the deck a few cuts. And it's on top. So I did an extra cut there, but you don't have to. So essentially what this looks like is you have the 7 of Spades. You're going to place it on top, but you want to maintain a break. So any way you want to, whether that's while they're handing the card back, you put your pinky in. So when you put it on top, you have a pinky break. You can put it on top and do a pinky count. You can riffle up. Doesn't matter. You just want your break. You can push off and pull back. But when you have your break, you're going to go over to thumb break. Now, I talked about thumb break a lot in my last video. So make sure you check that video out. So all you're going to do is just take half of the cards and put them on top. But when I do this, I actually move that card down just slightly with my thumb. Okay, so that might be a little hard to see. You have a break like this. You're going to put this on top, but when you do it, you're not going to line it up with this card. You're going to put it a little further up in your thumb to keep that break. And now you can keep cutting as much as you want. But when you want to, you're going to grab these break cards and then this single card separated, because this is their selection. Gonna grab all of those and move them to the top, and that is a false cut. So let's say we have the Ace of Hearts. We say, okay, let's lose it into the deck. And just like that, you have it on top. Now, what was that little cut I did in the video, or before? So I just did a double undercut, bringing it to the top. So it's on top, but then I just did that false cut. And just like that, I think I got too many cards there, so we'll do one more cut. And we have it on top. So I knew I had 2 cards instead of 1, so I just did one more double undercut. I brought it to the top that way. So I'll go over these one more time for you. So let's say the deck gets shuffled. And we get a card. Let's say we have the 8 of Spades. We say, okay. Let's say we want to control it to the top. Well, you can shuffle. Make sure that doesn't happen. So we'll take it back. We'll cut it in. Give it shuffles, cuts, whatever you want. And it's on top. Let's say we take it and we want it to the bottom. So it's going to look like this. It's on the bottom. Let's choose a new card. So the 4 of Hearts. We're going to do a false cut here. And let's say we do a few false cuts here. So I'm going to go over these one more time very quick. I'm not going to go into that much detail. So let's say the 7 of Hearts. You're going to place it in the middle. Push down and in. Keep your break. And you're just going to cut. Bringing it to the top. If you want to, you can bring it to the bottom. So put it in. Push up and in. Catch a break. You can cut that way. Now it's on the bottom. I thought it was on top. Let's say we take the 3 of Spades. We place it on top. And we cut it in. So we'll show it's on top, put it in, and it's back on top. So that was a double lift. I'll do that one more time. So it's on top, and like that. And for the last time, like this. And then I'll switch it up, and I will do that. So that was the video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. It was just a nice double undercut tutorial. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what other moves you would like to see. If I know how to do them, I will do a tutorial for them. If I don't, I will practice them like I'm practicing 2 other cuts. Take me a while to get down, but when I do have it down, I will do a tutorial for it. That's it, and I will see you next time with a new video. Bye.